Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Marriott from Rebirth Podcast. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We have the one and only from Drone University, Miss Ashley Cooper. Check out this video.
It's your time to renew, rebuild, and restore. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Welcome to Rebirth Podcast. I'm your host, Shay Marriott.
And I am the thinker, Corey Walker. See, I got it this time, right?
I didn't even have to.
Yeah. I ain't want no dirty looks on a Monday.
No dirty looks.
No dirty looks on a Monday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Listen, while I have your attention, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tonight, we have a great show we're bringing to you tonight. I'm very excited about our guests. But before we get to our guests, what's up?
Not much. Long time no see.
I know. It's been a minute.
It has been. Where you been at?
Man, listen.
And you've been everywhere.
These last couple weeks, I've been preparing both of my sons for college.
Look at you.
My youngest went into his freshman year, and my oldest went into his sophomore year.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. And congratulations to you.
Well, yeah, I was trying to give you your praise. You know, becoming a woman of more. That's another plug. Y'all doing it. I'm doing a lot, you know?
Yeah, women are ruling. We are doing our thing right now. I'm so excited.
Right. It's like, it's a fact. It's a fact.
It's the year of the woman, for real.
It is.
For real. So, first of all, how did things go with your move with Christian?
Man.
Shout out to Christian.
Yeah, shout out to Christian. So it went good though. It went good. It went good. Christian had my whole living room packed up for like 2 weeks. You know, it looked like a yard sale in there.
Yeah.
So he was packed and he was ready to go. You know, I found myself moving all of his stuff outside because he was hanging out with one of his friends the night before, and then he decided I come home until the morning. So I packed up the truck by myself. Shout out to my brother. My brother came from New York to help.
Got it.
Yeah. My brother came down from New York and helped out. Then obviously his mom helped out. So it went well though. You know, he took his whole room, like everything in his room was going except for his bed. But it was good though. We got down there fairly early. So many people moving in, so that was cool. You know, I had the bright idea to try to carry some of the stuff up the steps, then went away for the elevator because the lines
were. What floor is he on?
He's on the 4th floor.
4th floor.
Yeah, so it wasn't too crazy, but like the lines was long. Yeah, people trying to get where they trying to move in. So it was cool though. I'm proud of him. You know,
did you shed a tear? Did you cry?
No, I did not. But I will say like. He was only gone for a day. I'm home.
He cried when he got home, y'all.
Like, when is he gonna come in the door? I'm like, he ain't coming back. All right. So it was different. So like without him in the house, like you just always expect, you know, people say, well, he's only 45 minutes away, an hour away.
Right.
But you're used to them walking in the house at some point in time, or you're seeing them in the kitchen or cooking breakfast or whatever. So it's definitely a shift in the house. So like you know, empty nest.
Yeah. It definitely is. So last year with my oldest going into his first year, and I've talked about this, and I actually did a video last week about what we go through when our kids are leaving for college. And nobody ever told me that I was going to feel the way that I felt, right? And to be honest, I don't even know anybody that went through what I went through last year. So my firstborn left last year for college, and it was hard for me. Like I did not realize, and as a therapist, you would think I would have realized that I was grieving, but I didn't realize that I was grieving. Right. And I was grieving the relationship that him and I have because we're so close. Right. But not really understanding that he's still going to need me. You know, he's still going to need me. He's just going to need me in a different way. Right. So it was hard. I mean, when I dropped him off, I acted a fool.
Did you?
When I say
last year, this year?
No, last year.
Oh, last year.
Last year. Meaning, like, I boo-hooed. Like, I did the ugly cry.
Oh, wow.
Like, and he was like, Mom, go. He said, Mom, go. Because he was going to break down. And he didn't want to break down. He's like, Mom, okay, go. I hugged him about 10 times. And I finally left. I had a headache for at least about a week and a half.
Oh wow.
I was just so messed up. This time,
You just dropped him off. Cut out.
this time, we
Ooh.
moved him in on Friday. He
Mhm.
did come back because we had a couple appointments, and
Okay.
then I dropped him off last night, and it wasn't as bad.
Okay.
But I did
You
I
still
did
cried.
drop a couple of tears.
Okay.
I hugged him. I prayed over him,
Mhm.
and I sent him on his way. And I'm okay.
Good.
I'm okay. I'm just coming down from all the. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And the universities don't make it easy on you either.
Look, Dell State was giving me such a, not just me, but all the returning students. It just was not. Nobody had dorms up until the very last minute.
Yeah.
So what I went on and I talked about the experience, but I'm going to go back on and I'm going to say things worked out. The director of housing, he came through. He did what needed to be done. He understood the assignment, and we got he got a dorm, and he's actually rooming with one of his good friends. He went to he's been going to school with him since middle school all the way up through high school. So I'm excited for him for this year. And my youngest, he started today with his freshman year. So it's just, I mean, I'm proud, but I'm exhausted, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it definitely comes with a lot. You know, we were moving him in, and then it was like, all right, well, how do we get him to set his room up?
Yeah.
Right. So they had me in the bathroom, setting up the bathroom stuff, and he's making his bed. His mom is worried about if he's got enough pillows, and does he have like a pillow cover or mattress cover. She would not let that go. I'm like, look, we got to go get this mattress cover, because until this is done, she's not going to settle down.
Yeah.
So, you know, we went to the store and got him all situated. And then at the end of that, he was like, all right, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to summer academy. So that was a plus too. So him going to summer academy, he knew a lot of people. He knew his dorm mates, and then also his suite mates as well. So everybody in his dorm he knows. So,
that's good.
Which was good. So it turned out well.
That's good. And that gave him the opportunity to like get a head start on
for sure.
Getting to know the campus.
Getting to know the campus.
Yeah.
Goes in with a few credits, so he some classes he ain't got to take. So that was good. But like, to your point, it's like, yo, it's like, yo, you good? You need it? He's like, no, I'm good, Dad. I'm good.
Right.
You know, they need you different. Yeah, it'd be us.
It'd be us. We be the ones tripping. They fine.
Yeah, they fine. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, shout out to our kids, man.
Sure.
Y'all doing the thing. We're so proud of you as parents. And shout out to all the parents that, you know, they're sending your kids off for the first time to college. I know it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Y'all got this. Some of y'all might be happy though, because somebody waiting for them to get up out the house.
Right.
You have the
my door keep opening.
Right.
Yeah. Take your ass to
you
school.
Have, you know, the parents that, like me, I took it hard with sending my, you know, son. But like you said, it's so quiet.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like really quiet in the house, and you know, just kind of getting used to that.
It is, but it's a good thing for them. You know, I think we also want to make sure that they're covered and they're okay.
Right.
You need anything, and we always want to put eyes on them. So, but definitely shout out to them. You know, I wish him the best. I want him to have always talk to him about balance, fun, and getting your work done and doing things like that. So it's all good. But I'm sure I'll see him sometime this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. He got some packages still coming to the house, so I gotta take some stuff down to him. So I'm sure I'll see him at some point.
Okay. All right. So listen, guys, if you have not done so already, make sure you get your ticket. We got Rebirth Live coming on October 26th. Y'all see it right here. October 26th.
Yes.
At Theater in Rebirth Live. This is our 5th Rebirth Live, and we are so excited about this. Rebirth Live and Uncut.
Yeah, you add a little spice to this one. Live and Uncut. I mean, I feel like all of them have been uncut.
Yeah.
Well, they've been live for sure. But yeah, we're gonna see what the uncut version of this is gonna look like. But it's been fun. It's been fun. The planning and interviewing and who's gonna be on the panel and all of that type of stuff. So, you know, the goal is to have a different type of experience than y'all have all experienced before. And there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes.
It's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. It takes a lot to put on, you know, an event that is, you want to go well.
You do.
You know, you want to go well, and you know, my team is working. I'm working, and we're gonna, you know, bring you guys a good show on October 26th. People have already started purchasing their tickets. So if you haven't purchased your ticket, go to rebirthu.com. That's rebirth, the letter U.com, and get your ticket. Also, if you are interested in vending, the vendor application is also on the website. I think we have 4 or 5 vending slots available. So yes, the vending is going really quick.
4 available.
Yeah, you
Four,
said 4
left. 4 available.
Yeah, I think it's 4. I think we have 4 left. So, so you guys go to Rebirth U, check it out, get your vending spot. If you want to come out to the show, get your ticket. We're gonna have a great time. The tickets are on sale. And if you want to be a sponsor, right? So if you want to sponsor, we have so many different sponsor packets available online at rebirthu.com. You can see what we offer as a sponsorship. And yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah, sold out every year.
Sold out every year so
it's
far.
been sold out. So
yeah, absolutely.
This year will be no exception.
Yes, yes.
You know?
So I'm very excited to get into the show. This young lady that we're about to introduce. Let me tell you something. I can't wait for her to share her story. We have questions, and to be honest, I knew about them, but I really didn't know about them until I start following this young lady that I'm about to introduce.
Awesome.
Before we bring her on, can we bring up her flyer, her information and everything so people can see what we got going on? Okay, y'all. So we have the founder, the owner of Drone University is going to be joining us. And as you can see, September 18th, she has something going on. No, I'm sorry. Review date, September 18th, September 9th through the 13th. You can enroll 7 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, so we're very excited. Please help me introduce Miss Ashley Cooper of Drone University to the Rebirth.
Welcome.
Uh-oh, wait a minute, can't hear you. Hold on, hang in there.
All right, you can hear me now.
There we go. There we go. I got
Thanks
you.
For
I got you.
Me. I'm so excited.
Yes, thank you for coming, Ashley. How you been?
So I've been good. I was listening to you all talk about your children going on to college, and mine started first grade today.
Oh, yeah, that's another big one.
Yeah, it was. It really is a big one, especially going to a new school, then from kindergarten. So there were mixed emotions, calming her down, getting her ready, and then just being grateful to pick her up because I still get to see her every day. So
yeah. Shout out to you.
Yes.
But you know, the memories pop up around that time. So you're like, man, time is just flying by, and I don't even want to think about, you know, college just yet because I was in my feelings. I was in my feelings about her just jumping out the car and running off with a friend.
Did she jump out the car and run off? Oh man, that's crazy. That's awesome. Take as many pictures as you can.
Exactly.
That's one thing I will tell you for sure.
Exactly. Look, Ashley, I did it it just never stopped with me. I did it every year, first grade all the way up until now. It still happens. So
what, taking the pictures?
No, like in my feelings, getting emotional and all of that. Yeah.
She liked the picture, Mom.
Yeah. Did she have a good day? Did she have a good
first
day?
She had a great day. Her personality shines through as always. She told me that they called her the popular girl, so that just broke the ice for her because she was starting with a new group of friends. So I'm not really too worried about her ever.
Okay.
You know, once
she like the teachers?
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Did she like the teachers?
She does. And she has 3 teachers. So I'm excited about where she's at. And she's in a Spanish immersion program. So half the day is in English, half the day is in Spanish, and it's right in line with some things that I'm doing with her and trips that we take. So I'm excited for what she's learning and where she's at. And definitely a focus on STEM, obviously, because of what I do.
Yes,
absolutely. That's
yes. Cool. So let's get into what you do. So first of all, congratulations to your daughter in first grade. She's gonna have a great year. We're gonna speak that into existence.
Yes, amen. It's received.
Yes. So let's get into it. Come on with it, Miss Drone University. Please, let us know. Tell everybody how you got into this. Talk about your background. What brought you into this field? Because we don't. This is not every day that we see a beautiful Black sister, in something like this. So I'm so excited to talk to you about this.
So thank you. And I guess it kind of falls in line with me just talking about my daughter. So I'm going to say the short answer is COVID. My daughter, I had to become a stay-at-home mom instantly because I wasn't the breadwinner at the time. And, I'm like, what am I going to do? And it didn't allow for me to still keep working in the capacity that I was working. So before the pandemic, I was a STEM manager at a university. I taught microbiology. So my background is I'm actually a molecular microbiologist. That's what I went to school for. I graduated from University of Delaware.
Okay.
And I started an event planning business because I felt like it was an opportunity to look around. What other skill sets do I have? I come from a family of entrepreneurs. I'm a 5th generation entrepreneur. I knew how to sew. I started making masks, and I say during COVID, I probably sold 7,000 masks. Not all that I sold myself, but I got into wholesaling, and I started doing party planning because people were looking for ways to still celebrate their loved ones during this time. And I did an event. You know how you see the big balloon art designs?
Yes.
Well, I had constructed one, and it was about 10 by 20 feet. So I'm standing up on a chair trying to take the picture, and a woman walks past me and she said, it will be safer and easier if you had a drone. I wave her off. She comes back. She's like, my job is offering an opportunity to become a drone pilot. So most people don't know you, and I didn't know at the time, you need a federal pilot license in order to fly drones to make money. So she's telling me about it. I give her my email. Next thing, I decided to take the class. I passed the class. I passed the test. And they reached out to me based off of how fast I took the test, other people sharing that I helped them with studying for the test. And then they offered me a job to actually teach the course myself.
Oh, wow.
So it was like a full, my story is full of a lot of full circle moments, even with me backing up really quick and being a molecular microbiologist. I got kicked out of college for failing microbiology. And then I end up, obviously a lot happened in between, but I got back in school. I became a professor teaching a very course that I failed, sitting on a board with a very professor that, him and I, we had our differences. But it gave me a sense of anybody can learn anything if they're taught it well. So I take some ownership for failing the course. I was doing a lot of things at college, having fun, but it was just taught poorly. And I'm known for putting stuff in layman language, simplifying things, So my first job after becoming a drone pilot and after teaching that course, I inspected cell towers for a cable company. So I would sit in my trunk. So this is still during a pandemic. They would send me latitude and longitude coordinates. I would sit in my trunk. The drone would go up. Everything was programmed. It would do its job. And once it created a 3D model of the cell tower, I would, process it. And then I would just move on to the next site. And I could do it at my convenience. So this really was an answered prayer, because I would say that it allowed me to spend time with my daughter. Because once I started spending time with her, I'm like, man, I don't want to give this up. When my job was calling, offering me different opportunities and packages to kind of work hybrid and come back in. I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go back. I'm liking it out here.
Yeah.
So, and then just started educating myself on more. So since taking that course, I am now the drone pro for the state of Delaware. There's now 3 of us at the time. I was the first Black woman on the Northeast region to become a drone pro. I sit on boards. I've been able to talk, worldwide. And I like to share that because a lot of times when people think of drones, they think photography and videography.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I very rarely do anything with in that capacity. So drones are being used in over 27 plus industries worldwide. There's over 350,000 licensed drone pilots. And, they're using, how we use it is a lot of times with agriculture, infrastructure inspection. So we have done jobs all over. Our contracts are typically nationwide for the type of work we're doing. And I've been, I could go on and on because it's so many applications.
Yeah.
But just even with this being, relevant education for the future. I've been in a flying car. I've been in 3 of them since.
Wait a minute.
A flying car? Like Back to the Future flying car?
So
wait a minute, Ashley.
Flying car?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, you might have saw a commercial doing the Super Bowl or seen it on social media. So a drone is anything that doesn't have a pilot inside. It doesn't mean like it's something small. And I think I probably need to back up because a lot of times when people think of drones, they think of something that they'll maybe see at an event, taking pictures, or maybe a toy. But I have flown drones that can lift me. We're not going to get into my size, but it can carry a heavy payload. And there are drones that are now available to do cargo, so transport packages with drone delivery or even passengers. We haven't really seen the passenger use here in the United States, but in places like Dubai, Israel, and as we're looking ahead, we're definitely going to see them by time the Olympics come in 2028.
Oh my.
Yeah, she blew my head off. I'm thinking just taking pictures and photography.
That's where I was at. Where the Jets, I don't know if you watched the Jetsons when we were.
Of course.
Yeah. So we definitely are in the age of the Jetsons for sure. Wow. So I will say that being in this industry now that I'm on, because it's still considered a part of the aviation industry. So just like a drone is considered an aircraft, that's why you have to get a federal pilot license. So what you will learn as a drone pilot is 70% of what a private pilot would have to know and 30% of what a commercial pilot would have to know. So learning about clouds, learning about airspace.
Oh my goodness.
Different things. Drones have license plates. So just like you get an Amber Alert or weather alert, and it's all based off of like this 5G geofencing network, that is built into a drone. So that's why you don't see people just flying drones anywhere, like at the airport and things of that nature. But what I was getting to is that, thanking God for this opportunity, but it really expanded my perspective. Like it put kind of like this perspective on steroids, I might. So have you ever been on a plane and looked out the window seat and you see outside, right?
Yes.
And from that view, it's like this mosaic setup. Like everything looks beautiful from that high. And I just feel like it has expanded my view of just life in general and everything, because there's a lot of stuff going overhead and there's just this bigger view of the best way to put it, just a bigger view of life in general, now that I've had the experiences that I've had.
That's awesome.
That's I'm like kind of blown. I am blown away. I have so many questions, but I don't even know where to start. Maybe I need to start with the flying car. You was on a flying car.
I was. So I flew at that particular flight. The last one I did was at 650 feet. So about 650 feet. So you can't fly drones higher. Legally, you can't fly drones higher than 400 feet. And 400 feet is high. Like you don't really even see much. But a plane, a regular like aircraft or commercial flight, they can't fly below 500 feet. Without getting into kind of like what is happening in the industry with different partners and different companies. But just to take, for example, Boeing, they have their own aircrafts where they are planning to basically have these like Uber air taxi rides. The aircraft is called Whisk, and it's coming. And then you have other companies like Archer. Now, right now, the price point is a little expensive, but how I always explain it to people, in the beginning, not everyone had a phone. Only the rich or the drug dealers. Like, that's really what it came down to. But now, we all have phones. It's all, we have phones, we're using our phones to just tap, doing things that we said we would never do with our phone. So part of what I do for the Federal Aviation Administration side for their safety team, so me being a drone pro for Delaware, is to really just educate people for public awareness and for public acceptance, because there is a lot of things unknown. There's a lot of things assumed where people can think you're just spying, and even just like the idea of someone saying, I'm not going to get into a flying car and there's no passenger inside. But we all, have you heard of the term autopilot?
Yeah.
Yes. We've all been there, right?
Aircrafts where there's not somebody physically flying every minute.
Don't say
They're
that.
just there to, stop, land if need be, if something comes up. We've all been on a plane that has landed and the weather was bad. If you can't see out the window, neither can the pilot. That's what air traffic control is for, guiding the plane and directing it home on an instrumentation system. So there's a lot of kind of like just debunking fear and concern.
Yeah.
And
you add in fear,
let
Ashley.
people know, there's a lot of regulations that go along with this to make it very safe. Florida right now is building a lane on their part of 95, which will just be for autonomous cars, like self-driven cars. And that may possibly be safer, just like your phone recognizes where you are to send you an Amber Alert. And it wouldn't send you that Amber Alert if you were on another side of town. Like, that is the same sophisticated network that is going to be used to ensure a level of safety. So I've been excited about even just engaging the community, from whether it's public, private, and even just the job opportunities that go along, particularly with this side of aviation and the economic development. So where people are fearing AI and machines and instrumentations coming in, there still has to be individuals who have to do the troubleshooting, have to do the repairs.
Wow.
So I'm gonna pause there because I don't want to unload, overload.
No, this is like it's a lot to process. I'm still stuck in the flying car, but like you said, we've all been, you know, if we've been on a plane, we've been on a plane with the pilot putting it in autopilot. You're absolutely right. I just try not to think about those things.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wow. Let me go to the comments really quick. Alicia, hi Alicia. Your sister jumped on. She said hi.
Hi.
Simone says that's awesome. Awesome and inspiring. And Michelle Washington said, let's go, Ashley Cooper. Yeah, so we're very excited. Corey, what questions do you have? Because I know this is a lot. You over there thinking.
Yeah. She tore me up with the plane landing and you can't see, so I can't see thing. That was good though. It's food for thought. Yeah, but I do have a question. So obviously we were talking about, obviously your daughter going to first grade and then our kids going into college. What would you say to some of the new students, right, or maybe looking for a major or maybe entering college about this particular profession? Because again, most of us would think that drone flying is really for taking pictures, photography, real estate, all the cool things that you can get out of it, right? But it sounds like there's definitely a lot of runway when it comes to career choices and things like that. So what would you speak to in that regard?
Most definitely. So first I want to share that in order to become a federal drone pilot, you only have to be 16 years old.
Wow.
So it doesn't require a high school degree. You can take our course. You can then go to a testing center. If you're local in Delaware, that's going to be on Kirkwood or at the Dover Air Force Base. And I mentioned earlier about drones being used in over 27 plus industries. If you are going into law enforcement, they're using drones. So this is a good background for that, or any type of public type of service in that regard. If you are going into the arts, there's an application there for drones to be a good additional tool for you to have, as well as those certifications. And I think it's important to, sometimes get ahead of your learning or even go beyond your learning to kind of set yourself apart. And I think that this is an education and tool that can kind of like set you apart or give you a boost. We work with farmers. We work with small and medium farmers for them to be able to use drones to do jobs that were laborious, that they can now do what could have took them all day to go through the field and count. And the drone is just going back and forth. It's programmed. And speaking of programming, it's not just about piloting. There are opportunities, and I'm just going to talk in general. There's opportunities in aviation that are beyond piloting. I always say, I wish I had known that I could be an air traffic control person and possibly work all over the world and start off making over 6 figures with just a high school degree. Like, I wish someone had shared that with me, and just to learn how that was like common knowledge to other people who now I cross paths with. And even like programming and coding, using this technology to even get in front of how to create this technology in a better way, to be even to determine applications that haven't even been thought of. In Dubai and Vegas, they're using drones to electrocute clouds for it to rain. Doing droughts, like and I just, particularly with youth, because they already have this experience, a lot of them with gaming, a lot of them with esports, and those are all transferable skills. With adding this tool, adding this certification, that can allow for some incredible innovation and creation. I taught my daughter, it wasn't my plan, but I can just speak from my experience. I can say like a drone entered my life. I became a drone pilot. I started using drones. I since have become an author of a children's book. I had taught my daughter how to code using drones, where she's not just on a computer typing in stuff and putting blocks together, but she gets to see it, where we use drones we open all the doors, and I'm like, hey, you set up your program, I'm going to set up mine, so we're going to see who can get to the basement the fastest and land. So even just like the critical thinking that it has allowed, I mean, the versatility, the application, this is also kind of just going beyond traditional education. So right now, I believe, unfortunately, a lot what is being taught is not transferable. It's not going to be applicable. These jobs we're still being taught in a way as though there's just going to be this factory assembly line, or like everybody's just going to be going to college. And with these jobs, some of those jobs becoming more automated, there is this creation of new jobs. As you may have heard, people just kind of advocating, learn AI, don't get left behind. And I think this is an opportunity again to not get left behind, to give anybody. You can be a career starter, you can be looking to supplement your career, transfer some skill sets. I always joke that I just swapped out microscopes for drones. I've been in education. I've been educating for well over 15 years, so what I do, I don't think it's like that different. I just think it has allowed me to now use even more skill sets and more experiences that I've been gifted with. Just, if someone had told me just 3 years ago, like, you're going to be going all over the world because I'm going to hand you a drone and you're going to get this certification, I just wouldn't have believed it. I didn't even want to be an entrepreneur, even though I came from a family of entrepreneurs, but I didn't see where I was going to kind of like enter in and what was going to be that thing. And this kind of brought it all together for me to be the mom that I wanted to be. I get to go into schools with my daughter, and she gets paid to share what she's learned, and she's excited about showing kids how to fly and talking to them about drones. And this has been an opportunity to even break through the historical barrier in aviation. It's predominantly white male. It has been, since the beginning. And unless you were in the military or you happen to find your way in Air Force, unless you were related to somebody who was a pilot, you don't even know about the hundreds and thousands of jobs where there's a shortage. That's where there's lucrative opportunities in high demand, that you may even have the skill sets already that fit into that. So I've also seen this as an opportunity just for exposure. You can only go beyond, you can't go beyond what you don't know. So that's why I have shared, like, I do feel like I have a responsibility of, as my world and my kind of vision has been enlarged and perspective has been enlarged, to share that with other people as well.
Yeah, I do have a question. So we were talking earlier about your course that's coming out September, right? Somebody taking that course, what can they do with that course, and what would they be learning?
So that course is to become a drone pilot. So we take those 5 days, September 9th through 13th, 7 to 9:30. And I'm teaching you, or our Droneversity instructors are teaching you everything you need to know to pass that test, to become a federal pilot, drone pilot. Wow. And then with that, there are opportunities out there. it really depends on kind of location, availability. You know, we're always sharing those opportunities because we get calls. We have a pilot network. We'll send somebody to Texas, and if you have that flexibility. And we've also just seen where people who are retired have taken our course and then gone back into the field in a consulting capacity. You know, now that they have that education, kind of like stacking on those certifications as they're getting other maybe micro certifications, and being able to say to other companies, hey, I can provide you with like this wide experience or intellect and kind of come in as a consultant capacity, or even individuals who are realtors. You need your drone pilot license to take those pictures of that house to be able to market them and sell them. Because if you don't get certified, I will say there are fines associated with this, especially the fines depending on when you're flying. And if there's a temporary flight restriction because President Biden is nearby, you know, there's warnings, but then there's some fines and some hefty fines depending on the time and what's going on. I see it as just a great investment into oneself. You know, then you also get to brag a little bit. You know, I tell my students, call me a pilot. Like I want to be a private pilot at this point. But you just never know, you know, where. I think it can just be, there's so many stories to tell about individuals. There's success stories of people's, you know, financial trajectory changing. And then there's stories of, you know, individuals deciding to go and maybe now educate they were working for a community center, and now this was an opportunity for them to bring that education and not have to wait for somebody else to bring in relevant or STEM education to their students. So it's not kind of just like a one definitive thing that I'm like, hey, you do this, then you do that, because it really just depends on your passion, your goal, you know, and what your background holds.
Yeah, so walking into this class, what do you need? Like, what should you come with when you walking into this class? Like, you just decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take this course, or do you need to come in with
simple?
Okay.
It really is that simple. You gotta pay, but outside of that, yeah. So the requirements are, you do need to be 16, and these are federal requirements because in order to be able to schedule the test, you do have to be proficient in English. So speak, read, write in English. You do have to be able to pass a TSA background check. So if you can fly, you can sit and pass. You can sit to take this test and get certified.
Okay.
So as long as you're not a terrorist, if you are a terrorist, don't take my class. We won't claim it. You know, I'm gonna say, hey, there's a lot of fine print that is included. You know, and be willing to apply yourself, study. Of course, this is, you know, it is jam-packed, but a lot of people have found like this boot camp level. We have a learning management system, so you're able to go back. You don't feel like you have to digest all the information at one time. And we're always hosting reviews. We're very supportive. This is also to be a part of a community. So this also opens the door to like the other things we do, drone meetups. We just did a drone light show. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a drone light show. So it's a alternative or can be combined with fireworks. Is basically when over 100, sometimes 1,000 drones go up in the sky to create a level, to create some sort of design. And we did it at the last show I was a part of was at the Delaware Park. It was back in July, so July 20th, and you're able, unlike fireworks, you can create logos, a variety of different images. I definitely encourage whoever hasn't seen a drone light show to just do a simple Google search or YouTube. And this is even on the artistic side. Individuals are creating this show, and we use it not only for the entertainment display, but also to kind of like educate people of like just the various ways drones are being used. But what I was pointing to is like we invite our past students, our present students out, for job opportunities, for shadowing opportunities, to train on our equipment as well. And I do want to share and clarify, to become a drone pilot, you don't have to know how to fly a drone. This is a written exam. This is a written exam because, like I explained earlier, my first job, everything I did was really just like mostly hitting a button. The flight was already programmed in. I just needed to be there as a visual observer to kind of make sure nothing went awry or there was no unexpected air traffic, be it birds or planes in the sky, to make sure that the drone was doing the job that it was supposed to be doing. So I will say in this industry, more and more now, we're using autonomy. We're using AI. So it doesn't require a lot of hands-on. More of the hands-on is if you're in like very like a challenging situation, or if you're doing drone racing, which is on ESPN, or you're doing something similar to like esports. So I'm a drone soccer commissioner for the state of Delaware, and drone soccer is it's an international game. It's part of the World Cups. So there are people or youth and all, using these drones in a variety of capacities. It's so important that I say this because we were talking about college. You can get a master's degree in drones. Just like you can get a master's degree in esports. There's Ivy League schools. There's tons of schools. Delaware State, offering that. We're actually in collaboration with Delaware State and working with them more so on the agriculture side for smart farming. But this is not, it's here. It's here.
It definitely is, because I'm telling you, after everything you're sharing, I'm just like blown away.
I'm about to send it to my son and 4 other people.
Yeah. He was just saying he's going to send it to his son or other people. What I really like about this is it's another option, because college isn't for everybody, right? And that's another option for someone at 16, so young, to be able to get involved and put those skills, those gaming skills,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Put them to work. It's a low, I will say, and to add to that, it's a low level entry to entrepreneurship as well.
Yeah.
You take our course, you get certified, you purchase a drone, you get some insurance, you can go and say, yo, I'm certified, I'm insured to do some of these jobs, be it to take pictures and, maybe assist in different capacities, crowd control. I know we work with a lot of people in roofing, insurance companies, security. Just to name, I was going to say just to name a few, but just to name a few more.
It makes sense, though. It really does. It makes sense. We have a few comments I want to just share with you before we wrap up. And a shout out to Alicia, because she really monitoring this chat box. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate it. Alicia says, wow, Ashley Cooper, you are absolutely a pro in the skies. Your drone skills are incredible, so inspiring. For anyone looking to be ahead of the curve, I highly recommend taking her Part 107 course. It's a game changer. Don't miss out on the chance to learn from the best. That's awesome. I love how she supports you. Corey Van wants to know, he is in Texas. What up, Corey? How are you? Corey is in Texas. He said, this is another opportunity I can introduce to my son. He wanted to know the price, which I think Alicia already took care of, $3.99.
Yes. So the price is $3.99. Right now it does go up. I think it does go up in about a week. So it'll be $500. So if you want to take advantage of the opportunity, we do have some things right now. We're doing a changeover in our website, but there's a few things up there that can also help depending on the age of your child. Some resources. I have my children's book, other opportunities for them to kind of get hands-on learning experiences. It's interesting that you're in Texas. I would say majority of the contracts that we have had this year has been in Texas due to there being so many solar panel farms and wind turbines, where people were risking their lives to scale those wind turbines. We're now using drones to be safer and more efficient and effective. And solar panels, when there's 1 million solar panels, what could have taken 2 days and you got to walk through wetlands, alligators, and hogs, now you're just sitting on the side and you're programming that drone to fly back and forth to do the job in maybe less than a day.
Yeah, this definitely is a game changer. Corey wants to know, when is the next course after this one, after the fall course?
So the reason why I was like looking forward to marketing this online course, because we have people from all over who take our course. But our next courses are in for the rest of the year, unless we pop out with another online course, which hasn't been scheduled yet, are in person, and the next one is full. So our in-person courses fill up because it not only includes the Part 107 exam, but the flight training as well. But we've had individuals come from Iowa, Minnesota, Hawaii to take those courses, but those are typically like booked far in advance whenever we put them up. So this is our way of trying to offer people an opportunity to not have to wait on in person, but also still getting a live instructor. There are other opportunities out there, but it doesn't allow for you to have someone to talk to, ask questions in real time. And people aren't always skilled or experienced, so not being able to provide practical value to what you're learning.
Awesome.
Wow, this was great. Seriously, can I just say I'm so proud of you?
Well, thank you.
Seriously, but just how the whole opportunity came, you know what I'm saying? You had to be like open, right? I mean, because you're putting up a balloon, you're doing something with balloons, and somebody walk past and suggest this, and now look at you.
Well, I will say, and I want to kind of like just shout out my family. I've mentioned being from a family of entrepreneurs. During that time, my siblings and I were encouraged by our dad to take the opportunity to educate ourselves, because he's like, you don't know the next time you're going to get this type of downtime. So it started with us already getting certifications. My sister and I, we were getting certifications in other different capacities. So this was supposed to be a group effort too, but it didn't work out that way. But it all worked out. I just felt I saw the opportunity. I felt the call, and I'm really grateful. For what it has evolved into and the opportunity that it has given me, even just to be able to sit here and talk to you all and be able to share this.
Yes. And thank you for doing that. I'm very excited for you. I'm excited about this new information that is coming and the way the world is going. I don't know. I might be in one of your classes. Okay, so
well, I would love to
I'm sure. Like, how can I, put some time aside and take this? I'm definitely gonna talk to my sons about it as well. So. Wow, thank you so much for this. How do people reach out to you? How do they get in contact with you if they want to find out more information?
So info@droneversity.org, and Droneversity is spelled DRONEVERSITY. You can follow us on all social media. Well, not all. I'll say Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're there.
Okay.
You can reach out. So email, contact us through Google. However, we're there. Looking forward to answer your question, to engage you. I'm sure there's always a lot of questions as well.
Yes.
And I will say, hey, for a week, investment, evening, taking out the time, if not for you, maybe someone else. Just as long as they're 16 and up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is great. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you taking time to sit with us. We will definitely be posting the information, how people can reach out and get in contact. And thank you again, and best of luck with everything. Seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, this was a lot of information, awesome. Great information. She is doing her thing. Like I said in the beginning, this is the year of the woman.
It is.
It is
Watch
the
out.
year. It is the year of the woman. Thank you again, Ashley Cooper. And thank you, Alicia, again for monitoring the chat.
She was on it.
I definitely appreciate it. I meant to ask you, did you watch the convention, the Democratic?
Yeah, I watched all 4 nights. 4 nights, right? Yeah.
Listen, I forgot to mention that at the top of the show, but when Michelle Obama said, "Who is going to tell him that the office?"
Yeah, he a black job.
Is looking just might be a black job. I was done.
Yeah, she definitely had the best speech.
I was
of
done.
The convention.
I was done. Yeah. That was such an awesome convention. It was really good. From DJ Cassidy. I didn't get a chance to see Beyonce.
She didn't come
perform. I thought she was performing.
No, she didn't. That was a rumor. They never. Really
Are you serious?
Yeah, they never.
That
really
was a rumor.
That. Yeah, they never.
Oh wow! I was ready to say I didn't get a chance to see that part, but everything else was great. Yeah. So again, guys, we want to put up the course that is going to be coming out for Drone University. That was a lot of information. It was so much information that I had no clue that that's where we were moving to in regards to the drones. Can we put that up on the screen? So if people want to get that information, they will have that. Again, September 9th through the 13th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. and it's $3.99 right now. So next week, I believe she said it's going to be jumping to like $5. So if you are interested in going to Drone University, get this now. Go right now. Pay for it. I'm telling you, this looks like a game changer.
It is.
For real. Corey says, shout out to Rebirth. You guys had 2 great entrepreneurs on your show. Yes, thank you so much. We try to highlight, we definitely try to highlight entrepreneurs and really put the shine on them because it's so important. And just for people to understand that, again, this is other ways.
Yeah.
It's not. I think we have set in our heads that as soon as you graduate, you got to go to college. Now, although our kids are in college, but this is another opportunity. Absolutely. This is something else that, your kids can get involved in and do. So take advantage of it. And $3.99, come on.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
They're already gaming and on their phones anyway. You might as well use it.
You might as well use it and take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
So, so definitely check her out. Before we go, again, Rebirth Live and Uncut is coming to you October 26th. Get your tickets, guys.
ASAP. Go get them.
Tickets. Once they gone, they are gone. Yes, and we had such a great time last year, and this year is bigger and better. DJ Tim Dog will be our DJ for the evening, and it's just going to be a really great time. All right. Anything from you? Oh, don't you have something dropping on Wednesday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the other side of the story. So, what's it been, a week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago?
Since what?
2 weeks since we did our did the first 3 episodes.
So last month.
Was it last month? No way. No.
It was.
Well, anyway.
Last month.
Yeah. So we filmed the first 3 episodes of the other side of the story. So this Wednesday is the drop date for the podcast. But more information to come. But I appreciate you. Thank you for helping and inspiring.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
So can you tell people a little bit about what the other side of the story is about?
Yeah, so
I know what to look forward to. Yeah, I'm putting you out there.
I know you are. So so the other side of the story is just my podcast that I'm coming out with. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and it was definitely inspired because I always feel like there's always another side of the story that never gets told, right? And it's important that we all share our perspective, not only on our story, but some of the things that are kind of going on in the world. Like, even if you just think about what the young lady was just talking about, the side of her story about just other ways to just generate income, or just other ways that she can inspire our generation, and especially our community, right? And this is another story to tell. So for me, that's my way of putting the mic in front of us and telling our side of the story. So I'm excited about it. I've been working hard on it for a long time and mulling over it in my head over and over and over again. So first 3 episodes are really about my journey, why we started the podcast, a little bit about my my life and how I kind of came up, and then we will transfer over to talking to other folks. So can't wait.
Yeah, so check it out, guys. I will be making sure I post any updates for the other side of the story on all of my social media places, so you guys know where to catch the podcast, where to follow, and support the brother, because he's added so much to the rebirth and our journey, and he is still a part of our team, but he is going to be doing his own thing, and we are here to support it, and we're very excited for him. So make sure you support him, you follow him, and give him the same love that you've been giving us here on the Rebirth. So
thank you. Thank you.
So we're excited. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in for another great interview. Again, thank you to our guests, Drone University. If you're interested or you know someone that could benefit, get this class, $3.99. You cannot beat that. So
go get a drone.
Yeah, right, go get a drone. That's the question I meant to ask her. Right. Is there, because like
the different versions,
of drones, and how
I'm sure her sister's on there. Ask your sister.
And all of that. I know, right? I'll be having a conversation with you. Yeah. But again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Next week, we have no other than the woman of more, Michelle Washington, will be in the building. She will be co-hosting with me next week, and we're going to be talking about women supporting women. And again, this is the year of the woman. We are very excited about what's to come. And if you're not registered to vote.
I was just about to say that.
Vote. I don't care who you're voting for, but you need to vote.
Yes, you do.
But I really do care. But no, as long as you're voting, just vote. Okay. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. And until next Monday.
See you then.
You know what?
Listen, you have gotten my podcast wrong. So I always get it wrong. So I was going to yield back to you. Go ahead.
Have a good night. Have a blessed week.
Restore.
Thank you.